What's going on, guys? It's Greg here today. I'm bringing you a Call of Duty Vanguard gameplay commentary. What we watched in the background here is some Red Star Hardpoint. I was just running around, just kind of shooting. I was using the Pro Automaton build, so if you know the Pro class setup, that's basically what I was using here. I don't really think the Pro setups are something that you should run in pubs unless you're just looking to like mess around or practice with them, but the main reason I say that is just because of all the damage attachments in this game. So yeah, I was just using the Pro setup, just trying to get my shot on, you know, just working on my shot a little bit, and also just trying to work on my trigger discipline and overall accuracy and beams. And if you don't know, the Pro Automaton pretty much has 0 recoil, so that's why I'm using it. Also has a pretty long time to kill of like 288 milliseconds, I believe. So yeah, it takes a bit to kill somebody, rather than a lot of the guns in this game that are sub 170 milliseconds with damage mags and stuff. So overall, just kind of working on my aim, fine-tuning things, and that's just what I was doing. But anyways, I don't really play like with a lot of different guns anymore for the rest of this year, because ever since recently, I don't know if anyone else is having this issue. Exclusive Ace made a video on it. The SBMM in this game has pretty much been cranked up, kind of. It's harder to find lobbies and stuff ever since they changed the pacing. They took out, what was it, assault pacing, and they changed the amount of people in each lobby. So it feels harder, and I'm running into like the same people all the time. It's hard to find lobbies and stuff. So that's the main reason. Pretty much I've only been using Automaton, Volk, MP40, STG, Bar, guns like that. I just haven't really been using much variety. If that changes and they fix it, then by all means I'll start switching up my guns again. But I just assume pretty much every single match is going to be a sweat match now, because it's pretty much how it is majority of the time. So anyways, let's talk about MWII, because there's stuff on the horizon for that, and a subscriber of mine had said that they wanted to hear my thoughts on MWII, so I figured I'd go ahead and give my thoughts, because if you guys don't know, Modern Warfare 19 was a top 3 COD for me. I actually really liked Modern Warfare 19, and I could get into further detail about why I think MW19 was a good game, not necessarily competitively, but for public matches, I think it was a very good game, and I can get into my thoughts and opinions on that if you really want to know why I enjoyed that game so much. But I saw the reveal trailer, teaser, whatever you want to call it, that they did today. I think it was a teaser, and the graphics look really good. I mean, if that's actual gameplay footage, then I think the graphics are definitely a treat this year, because MW19 already was one of the best looking CODs of all time, if not the best looking COD of all time. The amount of detail in the game, attention to detail, it actually, I always say that graphics don't mean a lot, but they kind of do. I mean, animations, graphics, detail of weapons, all that kind of stuff, it does add to whether or not I enjoy a certain weapon, the way it kicks, the way it feels, the way, everything looks on it. And I always say, like, balance and overall core gameplay is better than, it's overall better than that kind of stuff. But I actually kind of disagree with myself at the same time, because honestly, if Modern Warfare was kind of like Vanguard, where, the animations, some of the animations aren't really all that great. I'm not a big fan of some of the reload animations on certain guns, the way they feel, the way they kick, whatever it is. Whereas Modern Warfare, it felt rewarding to use, it felt good to use, all that kind of stuff. I think attention to detail is actually important. I've changed my mind over the years, and while I still think that balance is number one, and, trying to make sure that the game plays and flows well, I think that the graphics and the way that things are, the attention to detail they put in actually does matter quite a bit. So anyways, so overall, I think the graphics looked really good, and I feel like we're kind of in a treat in that regard. As for how I think the game is going to play, so far there's a lot of rumors going around about, they're taking out sprint out times. They're making the maps more like Modern Warfare 19's DLC maps. And I'll be honest with you, I actually really enjoyed Modern Warfare 19's DLC maps that came in for the 10v10 and 6v6 modes. I thought a lot of them were pretty good. Hovek Sawmill was good. Condor Hideout was alright. Didn't mind that map too much. Cheshire Park was amazing. just thinking, like maps like that. I don't really remember too many of the maps because it's been a long time since I played it. I just remember a lot of them were remakes as well. But if they really do have maps designed like Cheshire Park, for example, I think that is overall W. Atlas Superstore, I actually really enjoyed Atlas Superstore, even though kill streaks didn't do much on it. The overall flow of the map and the way it played, I thought it was a really good map. It had some layers to it, but it was mostly just gun-on-gun action, and that's what I really enjoyed about that map. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Infinity Ward really nailed it with Modern Warfare 2019 when it came to the DLC maps. The base maps, there were some ones I really liked, and there were others that I just really, really hated. So, I mean, it was hit or miss in that regard, but the DLC maps I thought were amazing, so that's a good leak, I guess you could say. As for the whole no sprint to fire times, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I feel like sprint to fire balances out certain weapons, and I don't know exactly what the problem would be yet. I haven't really put too much thought into it, but we saw with Cold War at no flinch, it just made DPS the meta, and if you weren't using a gun that had an extremely high DPS, then you were kind of at a severe disadvantage. It also made Task Force extremely busted for going for headshots and stuff. So Cold War, it was a good idea on paper, but afterwards we kind of saw the repercussions of doing that kind of system. But yeah, overall, I think right now the leaks for Modern Warfare 2019 or Modern Warfare 2022, so far they're pretty good. We haven't seen a lot of stuff about the game. We don't have a lot of leaks, but those are just some of the things that I've noticed. And overall, I think it's sounding pretty solid right now. Some things I'd really like to see is really good kill streaks. That's the whole thing that keeps me playing COD. I'm not really here for the gunplay, not really here for the competitive. I actually don't really care about the comp at all. But whenever it comes to the kill streaks, that's what got me into COD, so that's what keeps me into COD is the kill streaks. So hopefully, we'll have some really good kill streaks. I actually really enjoyed Modern Warfare 19's, but we'll just see. Time will tell. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.
I'll text you, Ring. You have a Twitter, Ring? Oh, you do?
Yeah, but I don't use it. Hey, Peterman, follow me, bitch.